Well, before you hit post, listen up. More colleges and universities are now checking Facebook pages as part of the admission process. With me right now is Paul Hemphill. He is a college admissions expert and an author. Talk a little bit about the do's and don'ts of social media, especially when applying for college.
Sure. Colleges are looking for the answer to one simple question. Okay. Who are you? We already know what your grades are and your test scores and all of that. And you can't lie about that sort of thing. But the colleges for years have been depending upon the college essay, interviews, letters of recommendation, and the cynics in the admissions offices all know that those can be contrived, manufactured, so that the student looks like they walk on water. So what they have done is that they found a treasure trove on Facebook and Twitter where they get just so much blunt honesty from these kids. And who's more blunt and honest than a teenager? So the colleges will go to these Facebooks and these Twitter accounts and say, "Wow, that's what he's really like."
Yeah. So what can a student do that's applying to these colleges so they don't get kind of caught on Facebook or Twitter?
Sure. Well, the first thing is to not do what their teachers and their parents and their guidance counselors tell them to do, and that is block your Facebook account. Because the information about us out there is so prevalent, you can find it anywhere. So if they go to a Facebook account and don't see your name, they will automatically assume that you have something to hide. So why do that? So what you can do, I should say, there's another item too that you don't want to do, is put up photographs of people who the colleges could misinterpret as someone that you really admire. Like, would you put up a picture of Kim Kardashian or Miley Cyrus?
Absolutely not.
So, wow, do we want to take a student who's as empty-headed and as shallow as the people that's on the Facebook page? Come on, we don't want to do that. So the idea is to put up photographs of people that you might admire, like Abraham Lincoln, George Washington, Martin Luther King, or any of these personalities, so it looks as if you have some depth. Okay.
Now, when we talk about Twitter, can some of the postings you put on Twitter, how do those get you in trouble?
Well,
some of the things you say.
Yeah, let me give you an example. Last year there was there was a student up at Bowdoin College in Brunswick, Maine. And she was sitting in a lecture where she was totally bored with this person, so she's tweeting her friends what she thinks of this guy, and she's using language that's not terribly political, or I should say polite. And so she doesn't know that in real time people in the admissions offices are monitoring what's being tweeted about their school. So when they see her name, they look in their files to see if she's applied. Sure enough, she applied, and guess what they did with her application?
What did they do?
She's not coming here.
Okay, well, some very good tips for anyone applying for college out there. I guess the moral of the story here is watch what you post.
Exactly.
Mr. Hemphill, thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Great to be back.